Woohoo! Hello, everyone. It's me, KP. I'm here in my studio, the Moon and the Maker, home of ArtFoamies, and I'm here for ArtFoamies Fun Friday. It is December 15th, and it's Friday, so I'm on the right day at least. I would like to welcome you all and thank you for being here. I'm excited because today is our last, kind of like our last official ArtFoamies Fun Friday. Well, I guess we'll have one on the 29th, but next week, we're just wrapping up the year, so next week we have a special guest and another pop-up coming. So we're very excited for that. I'm going to turn the camera on. We're going to have a little year in review and talk about all the stuff that's happened throughout the year. And if you have any questions or thoughts, we're going to have a little makey. And we're going to first turn this camera around. I wanted to just come and show my beautiful new scarf from Roberta and my beautiful sweatshirt from Janice with pockets. You made my day. I also got the cutest calendar, which I will show you, made with ArtFoamies. So let's turn this thing around. And yes, happy Friday. Patty is here, Bernadette, Catherine, Wendy is here, Ginger, Roberta. Thank you so much. You made my day with your beautiful scarf. I want you to know that I swear to you, this is not a joke and I'm not making it up. I was out shopping with my friend that came to town and I said, I want to buy a new scarf. I need something kind of Christmassy. And then I never found anything and I kind of forgot. And so when I opened your gift today, I got a little teary. I love it. I love the shimmer. I love the color and it makes me so happy. So thank you so much. I love your makey. Anyway, Lisa is here. Janice, thank you so much again for my sweatshirt. You spoil me rotten. Pam is here, and you made me feel so much better today. I was having a really bad day, just so most of you do know, but it is turned around, and I get to be here with all of you and be makey, which there's nothing better than that. Terry Moore is here. Puffer is here. Maxie Moon is here. Anita, Marilyn Kelly. So happy that you're here. We're going to make some Rolodexes with your ArtFoamies people and images. Mary Lynn, Heather Bailey is here. Terry, Zandra is here. Brianna, you no more extra sensory perception, Brianna. Deb Peak is here. Loretta, nice to have you here. Linda Finney, mwah, Jack, Dana, and the crew. Who else? I hope I didn't miss anyone. If I did, please forgive me, and I hope you'll jump into the chat. We will be doing a little giveaway this evening. We'll do another number guess, and I have a little fun thing to do as a giveaway. So we'll do that. But mostly what we're going to do is a year in review. We're going to talk, we're going to talk Rolodexes, because guess what I did today? I went through all of my Instagram and I went through many journals and I went through my Rolodexy and I sort of made a little timeline about all the stuff that we have done in 2023. Crazy. I mean, I cannot believe we're almost to the end of the year. And the reason why I decided to do this tonight, honestly, I always come here and I'm real straight with all of you. We are still getting caught up. Okay. We're still running a little bit longer on our shipping times than normal. We are still getting caught up on our end of November. Okay. But once we start in the December orders, it should be, it should be really quick and we will be caught up by next week so we can start our pop-up shop. So I want to thank you all for your patience and for hanging in there with us. I do want to mention one of the reasons why we went ahead and released the Calendar Girls, the Megan Quinlan and KP collaboration, why we went ahead and released them early, the first set, is because we wanted to make sure everybody had them by the second Saturday in January. which you will, okay? Obviously, unless you order the day before. But, right, or, that, as long as you order, relatively soon, say by January 1st, right, you will definitely have the set by the middle of January. Assuming, that the mail runs fine. From our end is what I'm trying to say. So that's why, so if you ordered the calendar, girls, please don't worry, because we are aware and we are getting those orders out, okay? Right now I need to fix my autofocus, so just bear with me for a moment. I want to also say hi to Judith, to Sharon, to Ellen, who else? Nancy Gray, Cindy Sharp. Well, Bernadette, you know what, if it were a different sort of like, what should I say? If it was a different sort of contest, and I'm using the word contest with, air quotes, I would, but I don't think it's fair to disqualify people since it's a guessing game. So, hold on one sec. I'm going to fix my lighting because it's doing that strobe thing. So give me just a second here to fix this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's pretty good, right? I got a couple new lights, so it really helps in here a lot. All right, so this, I think most of you maybe saw me create this. This is using Mary Lynn Kelly's newest ArtFoamies, her newest ArtFoamie images. And I think I did this for you all maybe last week. I can't really remember, to be honest. But you know that we have been doing Rolodexes in our group for quite a while. I think we really officially started doing the whole Rolodex art, sort of makeys, I guess you could say, in around January. I feel like I started sort of preparing for it, oh gosh, maybe even a year ago this summer, but we didn't really officially start until January. And so I'm going to go ahead, we're going to cut this up. I'm just going to take my little trimmer, if I can find it. Oh my goodness, where did the trimmer go? I try to keep my stuff in the same spot, but somehow I feel like it just grows legs and runs away. I have no idea right now where my trimmer is, so I'm going to just take this over and use my chopper. Okay, so I'll be right back with them chopped into 4, and then I'm going to show you really quickly how I'm going to make some Rolodexes out of these babies. All right, so I have 4. These were created on a heavier, like a 140-pound watercolor paper. So I do like my Dexies to be a little firmer, so they have, some body to them. And then, of course, you're going to decide, what size Rolodex do you want them to go into? So if you're going to put them into the 2 1/4 by 4, then you're going to want to use the Heidi Swap Memory Dex punch. Okay. And then if you want them to be more the 3 by 5 size, they do have still a punch that you can find. Okay. That is a little more heavy duty, office supply. These are a little harder to find, but they're around. You can get them, eBay, Mercari. My group found them at an old office supply, but it's great. And you can see, let me just show you, because I don't know how many of you have followed and, done the Dexies with us. But just to show you, so this is the Heidi Swap punch, and this again is a 2 1/4 by 4. And then this is the old-timey Merrick, or is it Merrick? Yeah, Merrick punch that was by the Rolodex Corporation. It's a 3x5. And the difference is that the holes are further apart, okay? So you can see that. And, you know, if you don't have the punches and you still want to do Rolodexes, there, you know, you can definitely get some of the cards and you can just use the tracings. Of course, you can also use, I did come out with earlier in the year when we were doing all the Dexy stuff, I came out with some Rolodex shaped ArtFoamies and in the different sizes so that you can use them, stamp them, and cut them out. Okay, so that is helpful if you, excuse me, don't have the punches. All right, so here again, and I do also love to round my corners. I realize that these are they're not exactly centered, so of course I could go back over to my chopper and trim them down. I think I do want to trim these two down just a little bit. These two I don't really care, and actually these are fun because you can maybe stamp a word or do something along the side. I'm going to go and trim these up just so they're a little bit more centered. I'll be right back. So I just have to say, love Mary Lynn's new ArtFoamy images. They have been very, very popular. So we're excited about that. I am going to go ahead and take my corner rounder. I'm going to round my corners. It's something that I really like to do. The other thing that's kind of fun to do also, though, if you don't want to just do that, you can actually cut in and make your Rolodexes a shape. Actually, let's do that on this one instead. Okay, let's just go ahead. I'm going to give them a little bit of a body, if you will, and I'll just cut this one out instead of doing corners so you can see how cute these look when they're sticking up in your Rolodex, peeking over other cards. So I really love to have different heights, okay, in my Rolodexy file because it looks really cute, and you can see, like I said, other art peeking up from behind. This is kind of a fun way to do this. And now he has a little body, and I can, oops, let's trim this up a little bit. And then I can just go ahead and, I think I'm going to put them in a smaller Rolodex. So I'll use my smaller Heidi Swap punch. And there you have that little guy. Look how cute he looks. And of course, fun because you can do also, you know, whatever you want on the back. You can write your information. You could turn it into sort of a greeting card of sorts. You know, you could put your contact information. You could put collage, whatever you want, you know. And lots of times I like to finish off the backs because, you know, you're going to see them when you're flipping through, right? So that's one Rolodexy. And then here, let's go ahead and we'll just round these corners. Although I think this would be cute in an arch because you can see how I painted that. So let's just trim up along there. And then he'll have a cute little arch over the top of him. And we'll just pop. I keep almost putting it in the wrong puncher. This corner. And look how cute. Ready to go. All right, so that's two. Here, we'll go ahead and, like I said, I think a word would be really cute, or, and you know, I have all my ArtFoamy poetry words, so like, you know, I don't have them here, of course, but I think, you know, fabulous, or friendship, or just, you know, you could do the month if you wanted to, a December girl, you know, whatever. So, and she is not finished being colored in, as you can see. Did use a little bit of color there on her face, but I haven't colored in her body. But you know, it's great to have these things just sort of ready to go, because of course now I can paint her or color her in and you know, finish stamping or painting or stenciling right over the top of this, and again finish off the back, right? So now that's 3 Rolodexes. And finally, last but not least, and she's not colored in at all, although any of these I want to say I feel like they don't, like they still look cute. You know, I don't feel like they're completely unfinished. So if they're in there, you know, I'm not feeling so bad about it. So 4 Rolodexes, pretty, you know, pretty lickety split, right? And then again, I have more pieces. I can go back and color on them. I can send these out, you know, in my mailings and stuff like that. So I just love having little things like this ready, or again, to add to my collection of Rolodexes, which leads me into our year in review. So let's see. So Dana says, crazy question, but do you use your Dexies as actual Rolodexes with names, addresses, etc.? So I do have one that is for names, addresses, and so on. I have to admit to you, though, one of my projects for the end of this year or early next year is to get all of my Rolodexes really organized, okay? Because I have them all. I have a lot of them, you know. I've shared with you my collection, and I'll share another picture here real soon, okay? Actually, if I turn the camera back around, I can probably show them, you know, some of them to you, but I do have one for names and addresses, but they're all mixed up right now. So yes, Patty Campbell uses one for many addresses also, and I do think it's great. I have to tell you though, something funny is I actually made a Rolodexy card with the name and address of the guy who sells these, but now I can't find it. So anyway, it's kind of funny. So for year in review, I just want to show you, these are all the freebies that we have done throughout the year. And I did try to do a Rolodexy for each month, and I did try to use it as a divider in my larger vintage Rolodex, which I'll show you when we're done. Okay. So yes, and that is, Linda says, I need one by month for birthdays, which is one reason why I designed the Art Foamy Poetry month and year set. Okay, because I love these. Okay, these larger abbreviations are from Flutterby, and I love them. But I wanted the full word, you know, the full month spelled out in that font that I love and in a smaller size. So, is he out, Linda? Linda says she doesn't think he has any more. I know, Dana, I know. It's okay, it does. And we're going to still be doing these all throughout next year. So anybody who is a Moonie in my Patreon group, we will be sharing Rolodexes. And like I said, I really want to get them a little more organized. You know, I do one for my gratitudes. I've tried to keep one for the monthlies. And, you know, it's kind of inspiring when I look back and I can kind of see what I was using in those months, right? So, okay. January 2023, and this was the bear tree. Okay, so this was the freebie for January, and I want you all to know you can get our past freebies on our Etsy shop. So we do not sell them in our regular Art Foamies shop, but we do list the past freebies in our Etsy shop. Okay, so again, January was the bear tree. February was the occasional hearts. March, oh my gosh, and March was fun because we did moondalas. Oh, we did so many. We like to call them stamp dollars. We did moondalas. We did, I think we did a mermaid dollar. So it was a lot of dollars. Anyway, and then the freebie was the Claudia. We also had our very first pop-up shop in March with Megan Quinlan, and we sort of introduced our new pop-up shop model, which has been very fun, exciting, and successful, I must say. And, you know, I think, I want to say, I think we were one of the first people to do it. I don't think I had seen really anybody do that. And, you know, we had our reasons for wanting to try it, and people seem to really, really love it. And speaking of pop-up shops, we are going to have a pop-up shop starting next week. I want to let you know that we will be running it through the end of the month and all through January. Okay, we're not going to just do it for a week, just because we've had way too many people say they wish they last a little longer, give you a chance to get, to get payday, or to maybe place a second order even, maybe not do it all at once. So yeah, so next week we are going to have our final pop-up of the year, but it is going to run all through January as well. Okay, so yes, in March we introduced our very first pop-up shop, and we had all the moon dollars and the stamp dollars, and again, that Claudia was a freebie. Yes, Patty says it's been a great year for creative inspiration, for sure. I don't mean just me, of course. Like, I have been so inspired by so many other people, working with so many great artists. Oh my gosh, I can't even name all of them, but I would just want to, of course, thank so many people for being here, for sharing their art, for sharing their talent, their imagery. Oh my gosh. April was the balloons. That was our freebie. April also is my birthday month, and April was also ArtFoamies anniversary for me for being here in the USA. Okay, because I took over ArtFoamies from the original owner back in April of 2020. April of 2020. So, well, actually, I bought the company in January of 2020, but we did not reopen until April. So we really consider April being our ArtFoamieversary. And then, yeah, that's what it says. So that was our anniversary. May was the little pearl in the shell, kind of for mermaid. And I did come out with some mermaids. And, oh gosh, what else? I'm trying to remember. I can't really keep track of when we did everybody's pop-up, but we had 2 pop-ups with Megan. We had a pop-up with Wendy Aspinall, which I'm so looking forward to more imagery from Wendy. It's super special to work with such a good friend and somebody who you love to collaborate with so much. Sadly, though, I can't remember the exact month when Wendy's pop-up shop was, because some things just become a blur to me. Yay, Roberta! Thank you so much. I'm so happy for that. I mean, not that you're saying it was because of me, but for just sharing, and for sharing your happiness with all of us too. June was the little shrooms designed by Megan Quinlan. Again, just because I love working with Megan. And she had done a pop-up, and then I think she was getting ready to do another pop-up, so we threw a freebie designed by somebody else. And I'm hoping, honestly, next year that we can get a few other designers for some freebies. I think that would be really fun, just in case you're all getting sick of me. Anyway, yes, Maxie says it was a fun ArtFoamies year. It really has been a year of such growth for us. It's very exciting, on so many levels. So we love it. We appreciate it. And we are looking forward to another year of fun. July, we did this little niche. And I have to say, I know it looks like a very unassuming little shape, but oh my gosh, I've done so much with it. And I continue to still use it. So I hope that it is something that you also enjoy and see the value in. Because I think some people are like, what is that? Which is okay too. So in July was also, in June, we also had the Frida Fiesta. Remember, that was really, oh my gosh, I have to just say that the Frida Fiesta was amazing. Shiny things, thank you. Sorry if I sound a little congested. I don't know. I feel off. I have been very much of an emotional wreck the past couple days. I won't lie to you. Lots of crying, but that's how I am. I laugh a lot. I cry a lot. I'm just an emotional person. So I've done a lot of crying, but I also feel like I might be having a little cold. I'm not really sure. I don't feel sick or anything, but my nose is just a little congested. Anyway, oh yay, Nancy Gray says the niche is one of my faves. So we're on the same wavelength, my friend. August, oh my gosh, I tried to write some things down on the backs of some of them, but August we had another little mushroom freebie. What else was going on in August? I feel like there's something I'm missing, but I can't remember now. One thing that I did that helped me was I looked back through all my Instagram stuff, and that helped me, and I should have written more notes. But anyway, so August, oh my gosh. And I know, again, we had new images come out from Julie Balzer. We had new images from Kevin Nakagawa. That was more in November, but I was finding it really, really hard to believe that we actually launched Stampscapes last November. Kevin Nakagawa from Stampscapes. I was thinking that was this year, but we just celebrated the 1-year anniversary with him. And I have to say, I was so happy, was so happy about that launch because Stampscapes is somebody I've known for a long time. I followed his art, and I just was so sure that his imagery would work in ArtFoamies, on a larger scale. And so I kept bugging him until he finally did it. And then it worked out so wonderfully. They do make great ArtFoamies. They go so well with his own rubber stamp collection. And so I hope that you've been enjoying those. And we did come out with a few new images in November. All right. So anyway, August, and then September. September freebie was the cute coffin. Yes. And it was the Halloween pop-up as well. So that was really fun. Also really well received. I just want to tell you something about the pop-ups. For the Frida and the Halloween both, I think I just underestimated not the fact that people love Frida or the fact that people love Halloween. I know that people love Frida and that people love Halloween. However, I just thought that the ArtFoamy pop-ups would be fun, and people would enjoy it. But I literally had no idea that the Frida imagery and the Halloween imagery would just be so popular. So I guess good and bad. But it was really great, super fun to just see the excitement and to see all the great stuff that was made, because I hope that you all follow along and, follow the other artists and follow just what we're doing here, because the other people that even what I'm trying to say is following each other, following Shiny Thing Studio, following Bliss Angel Studio, following Cindy Sharp, follow your friends, follow Heather Bailey, follow Nancy Gray, follow each other is what I'm trying to say, because you all share so many wonderful things that you create. So I hate anybody to miss it. So make sure that you're sharing your Instagrams, sharing your Facebooks, where people, if it's something that you love to show and share your art, it's nice. It's nice to have engagement when you do post something. So yeah, that's what I'm saying is I hope that you're seeing what each other is making, not just me. Yes. So Shiny Things Studio says, and it's Julie, right? Julie is Shiny Things Studio, if I'm not mistaken. Had so much fun with all the Halloween stuff and Frida. They were just so different. I know, right? And that was what was so fun. And I have to say, for me, because, I do, of course, I'm an artist. It's my first, of course, I'm an artist first. I'm a business owner. I also am a graphic designer. And so when I am and I run ArtFoamy, I'm the creative director, I guess you could say. So I get all the imagery first. I get to see it. I get to work with it to turn it into an ArtFoamy. And I just have to tell you how exciting that is for me, to be able to see the art come in and just be like blown away by the way that it just ends up working together and yet being so different. So I love that. It's just great. Anyway, I'm still doing my Rolodexes here, and I know you're noticing they just got a little smaller and smaller. It's okay. I still keep them in the same Rolodex, but I may end up redoing some of them. I don't know. Anyway, so October, and this was a very popular freebie, the Masked Moon. And then, oh gosh, I can't think of anything else right off the top of my head in October, except for that we did come out with those fabulous new collection from Julie Balzer. Oh my gosh, we also had some new things from Sarah Matthews, from Elizabeth St. Hilaire. It was a great month for some new art foamies for sure. And one thing I do want to say, except with the exception of the pop-ups, the imagery is going to be there. So I know sometimes we come out with a lot of new stuff. It's because we do also have a lot of artists that want to, keep their lines fresh. So I don't like or don't want anybody to feel overwhelmed or pressured. You can collect a little bit at a time, right? And I hope that you do that. Keeps us happy and you happy too. So it was October. November, I just did a thanks stamp because I thought that, a thankful or a thank you was pretty appropriate for November. And this actually turned out to be a really fun art foamy, just because I love the way that you can use it as one piece. You can cut it in half, or cut it there and use it as two pieces, or even more, because you have that little sunshine, so you could cut that out. You have a rainbow, you could cut out the center. There's so many different ways to use this little thanks stamp. And so it was actually one of my favorites. And again, you can get these on Etsy. All right, and I hope that you notice how I use my 2023 stamp. And again, that was from the Art Foamy Poetry set. That was the months and years, okay? Finally, last but not least, is our December freebie, and that is the Peg Girl. And here I did show, this is how she stamps, because she is just plain, okay? And then, of course, you can add to her and doodle on her and just make her your own. I've done her so many different ways. And I think I've shared with you quite a few of the different little things I've done here. Oh my gosh, I had a little card too. What did I do with that? Well, shoot, I can't find the little card, but this was done just using the little pieces from the little moon charm set. Just give her a little face and stamp the little moon charms, and voila. Here, I turned her in here. She is stamped plain again. And then I just copied my little doll and Megan's little doll and made little babies. Super fun. Anyway, that so far, my friends, is our year in review. At least going over, some of the things that we've done, and definitely all the freebies of the year. What else? Made a few little Rolodexes. Yes, I know. Yeah, that's because, Cindy, you can see, or you can hear all the sirens. That's because I do live on a main street, and my studio is literally the back of me is facing our main street. So if we have sirens, you definitely can hear them. All right. So let's go ahead. Yes, aren't they so cute? I do admit to loving this little freebie. And I don't know how many of you also remember, maybe I shared with you this last week already, but we also had done this. I think this is kind of funny because I'm pretty sure this is one of the first things I did in January of this year. Okay, one of the very first demos. Maybe this was even on ArtFoamies Fun Friday. I think I was using my angel set. So as you can see, I have sort of a similar figure. Let me see if I have her here. I did, but I might have put her away. I don't know. I have a tendency on doing that. Like I pull stuff out, I use it, and then it disappears into the abyss. Anyway, yes, I don't know exactly where this figure is, but she is also plain, okay, kind of like a peg doll, and then with a little set of wings. So that would also be such a cute thing to have and mix and match, because she also, as you can see, makes a great little angel. All right. So anyway, there's that. So talking about dolls. Oh, let me go ahead. I want to get ready for a little drawing here. So give me just a second. Heather says, I say all the numbers. Oh my God. I'm just reading the comments now. Cecilia, welcome. Nice to see you. I was wondering if you were going to be here tonight. Okay, so I want to show you what I want to give away. Talking again, and please, if you have any questions about anything, let me know. But I do want to talk again about the Megan Quinlan and KP collab. We are doing our Calendar Girl collaboration, where Megan designed a body and a face, and I designed a body and a face and one little motif. Here, I'm going to try to pull these out and show you if I can find them. And then I know that you remember, because I think most of you have it, Megan designed a little house stencil that's going to be housing our girls. Let me see. Here I do have, well, let's see. I do have one, but not both in there. So I know I have them. Just give me a second here to find them. Aha. So here is doll number 1 with this Megan's body, Megan's face. And then this is my doll with my face. And then each of us have a motif that goes along with it. So here is Megan's motif and here is mine. And then, we're calling this Calendar Girl. And we also, so Megan designed the stencil to make the house. And then I designed the months and days of the year for Art Foamy poetry sets. Because I would just want to show this to you and share it with you. One of the very first dolls that I did was back, I believe, in the summer. And I shared it with a few people, and I said I wanted to do these dolls, and I wanted to call them Calendar Girls. And so these are my first 3 original girls, okay? I did make them into prototype Art Foamies, but I knew that I didn't want to do them sort of as a whole. I knew I wanted to do different bodies and different heads that could mix and match. And so somehow Megan and I started talking about that, and then we ended up doing it as a collaboration. So, but I did create this collage sheet for my October 2023 patron collage sheet. And it is on my Patreon page, if anybody, because you can go there and you can buy the downloads as well for like $3, okay? So if you're interested in that, you can get that. Now the Art Foamies, again, I made a few prototypes, but I never turned them into actual Art Foamies except for my top tier Moonies. Well, I have one left. And so I thought it would be a fun little giveaway. Because I'm not going to make these into Art Foamies for sale, but like, hey, I don't want to throw this away. So anybody who guesses the correct number, I had my little paper. Where did I throw it? Oh, here it is. Anybody who guesses the correct number will win this set. Now I only have one. So if more than one person gets it correct, I'm sorry, but I can't do it for 2 people this time. We will have to do a redraw. Okay? So I'm going to give you until 4:42 to guess one number between 1 and 100. And the closest person, without going over, will win this art foamy with this little claw sheet too. Oh, yes, I will do that. Zandra, thank you so much. I'll do it right after, okay? Let me make a note for Mr. Moon. Thank you for reminding me. Let me make a little note. What is that, Zandra? You don't want to pay $15 for one white reinker? Are you sure? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, hold on. White or Maxi Moon, if you're still watching, we need to change the price on the white reinker for not only for Zandra, but for other people too. Okay, I'm going to start here and I'm going to read the numbers so that you know that I saw you. Heather Bailey 4, Puffer 77, Acme Post 49, Zandra 23, Catherine 22, Jen Maroney 15, Sharon 54, Lisa 54, CK Art. Well, anybody? Oh, that's right. My top Moonies have her already. If you want to still guess a number, I'll just give you something else. Go ahead. Top Moonies can still guess. Sharon 54, Lisa 54, CK Art 38, Ginger Sparks 33, Janice 26, Deb 32, Shiny Things 13, Wendy 72, Patty 46, Linda 27, Dana 42, Loretta 27, Nancy Gray 25, Cecilia 26, Terry Moore 52, Brianna, I think she, did you get, yes, Brianna, you're allowed to guess. Oh, I still want you to guess. If you win, we will still give it away to somebody else. No, Sherry, still guess. I'll give you something else. Cindy, 76. Judith, 43. Let's see. Pam, 10. 47. Mary Lynn. Diana, 70. Terry, 17. Linda, 65. Sherry, 17. Anita, 5. Oh, thank you, Maxi Moon. So, Zandra, if you're listening, Maxie already fixed it. Thank you so much, honey. Bernadette, number 6. Okay, guessing time is over. And guess what? It is Ginger. Ginger Sparks guessed it right on the nose. Woohoo! 33 Ginger Sparks. So there you have it, my friends. That is always so fun. I know it's silly, but it's the best way I can do it. I can't think of another way to do it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, all right, my friends. I'm going to turn this camera around and say goodnight to you all. We are not having an after party tonight, but I do want to let you know we will have an after party next week. I am hoping that we're going to have a very special guest join us for our after party. And if not, it's not 100% yet, but if not, we will still have a special makey in our after party to celebrate our launch of our special, very exciting pop-up shop. And then I just want to let you know, we will also be having an after party for the 29th, Friday the 29th. I know it might be a busy time for people, but if you can join us, if you're a Moonie and you want to come over, we are going to have a vision board. So kind of get ready with our thoughts, hopes, and dreams for next year. We're going to work on a vision board and we're going to pick our word for the year if you'd like to do that together. Okay? So I love you all to the moon and back. I want to say thank you again, not only for being here, for joining me for ArtFoamies Fun week after week, you know, but just for your support all throughout the year, for your excitement, enthusiasm, engagement, sharing your art, and also for the lovely gifts that you all send me. And just not even gifts, but just the love and care you send my way. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Terry. And good night. I'll see you soon. Yeah, see you next week. Bye-bye.